...2020, a brand new year, a brand new decade, and already it's feeling exactly like last year, with all the people getting canceled and everybody, getting into a moral outrage over, like, the N-word and who's allowed to use it and when you're allowed to use the N-word, as if this is an important conversation, I guess, because this is what we need to be talking about. This guy said the N-word, so this is I am shocked and appalled. I must disavow this behavior as if it means something to me in my life or whatever. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of James Charles, but I'm also not a big fan of people getting canceled for dumb reasons. Let's hop right into it. Let's just go in full Philip DeFranco style and read this article from Team Vogue about James Charles. James Charles denied using the N-word in a video of his New Year's Eve celebrations. You're just partying, having a good time, and then, upload a harmless video of you dancing with your friends, and all of a sudden you're canceled because you said the N-word even though you didn't. And even if you didn't, it wouldn't even matter in the first place because it's a song, you're not saying it to a black person. We are literally 2 single days into 2020 and James Charles has already found himself at the center of another social media controversy. After James shared a video of his New Year's Eve celebration, someone on social media accused the beauty star of possibly saying the N-word. I like what it's possibly saying. Like, if somebody's saying the N-word, it should be very obvious that they're saying it. There shouldn't be any hint of suspicion or whatever, and if there is, then why are we talking about this? He possibly said the N-word. Oh, really now? As pointed out by BuzzFeed, oh boy, my favorite company, James celebrated the start of 2020 by spending some time with friends at a party, and he shared a video of the moment he joined a packed room and singing along to Saweetie's My Type via Instagram stories. Now, you look at the lyrics to the song, and yes, I have it highlighted to read a certain word that I can't even say. I can't even reference the existence of this word because doing that is racist, apparently. But this word does show up a lot in the song lyrics. So, James Charles is singing along to the song. The word's gonna pop up a few times, and even though he makes an effort to not say the word, not even lip sync the word, he is still canceled. He takes the extra social media precaution because he knows social media is nuts, and especially his fan base, like, they will take any moment to grandstand and, be the moral authority over certain words. He takes the precaution, okay, now that the N-word's playing, I'm not going to sing over that part. I'm not even going to lip sync that part, just because I don't want to get canceled on New Year's. That would kind of suck. He still gets canceled anyway. Ironically enough, he still gets the entire social media squad on his ass for singing to a song that has the N-word in it, even though he didn't even say it. Let's take a look at the clip that got him into trouble. The 12-second clip. 12 seconds that are enough to ruin an entire man's career. Totally. 100%. Why is nobody talking about James Charles saying the N-word 2 times in an Instagram story? Blah, social media N-word. Look at this emoji. We're in some top shit right now when we have the throw up emoji. Oh boy. Alright, now call me crazy, but I legitimately cannot hear the word. I can't hear where it plays. Now, the audio quality isn't the best, so maybe it's kind of like muffled into there. But if you're like psychoanalyzing this clip looking for, oh, he's in a song with the N-word in it, so we can cancel him now, you're a loser and you need to delete your account. Alright, I'm trying to be nice here, within the YouTube guidelines. I'm saying it in the most, guideline friendly way possible, but you're an absolute loser if you're, combing through this footage being like, oh, did he say the N-word here? Whatever, close enough. Throw it up on social media. Canceled. There you go. Now, I popped this video into a group chat with some YouTubers that I'm in to ask them if they could hear the N-word, because I legitimately couldn't, and I still can't, and they couldn't hear it, and the reason they said they couldn't hear it is because it never happened. James actually didn't say the N-word. He actually confirms this in a clip. Now, this tweet that he initially made was deleted, but that's not the important part. The important part is here. This fan, my guy, did you say the N-word on your Instagram story? 300 likes. James Charles replies, no, turn up the volume and listen. I skip over it. How stupid would I have to be to confidently record a video of me singing the N-word and still have it up the next morning? Which makes sense. I mean, he'd have to be a moron to, lip sync over, the N-word or even just say it flat out. Even though it's in a song, even though it's not racist, he'd still be an idiot to post that because his fan base is a bunch of white girls. White girls on Twitter care far more about people saying the N-word than the group that it's supposed to offend. And why? Because everybody on social media wants to be a hero. They want to be a virtue signaler and get their little social media clout points off by calling out other people for doing morally questionable things, even though to a normal person, nothing about this video is offensive. It's just some guy partying and singing along to a song. What's the offense here? Oh, because the song has certain words in it that we need to cancel this guy now? That doesn't make any sense. I got news for you. A majority of the people in real life do not live or die by how many offensive jokes you've made or how many times you've said a word. I mean, it might come up in conversation, people might disagree with it, but, you know, people on social media, they live or die by what you've said, how offensive it is, what group of protected people you've made fun of, whereas in the real world, nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives two fucks about the amount of times you've made an offensive joke, alright? That doesn't happen. Because people in the real world do not live off of social media clout. That's not their dopamine. That's not how they get through the day. White girls on Twitter, that's how they get through the day. By virtue signaling and calling things out that really no normal person will look at and even give 2 seconds of thought to. It's 2020 now. We're in a brand new decade. Can we just all just move on with our lives and just move out of perpetual high school? I mean, look, I find a lot of drama and a lot of internet stories hilarious. I find it funny to kind of look into and talk about. That's why I do a show about it. That's why I do videos about it. But this stuff right here is just pathetic. It's just, you know, it's stupid. Yeah, who cares about any of this? What if James Charles had legitimately said the N-word while singing along to this song? Would you care? I would hope not. I mean, really, like, who cares? If he's saying it to a black person, okay, that's fucked up. All right, okay, now we have something to talk about that's legitimate. But singing along to it in a song, who cares? Like, why? Why does it matter to you? Move on, grow up. The article goes on to say, however, even with his explanation, some on Twitter have responded with doubt, while others accuse those who post the video of reaching. James has yet to respond to the additional accusations, but ultimately, social media will just have to take the YouTuber at his word on this one. I love how the article is written like this is serious, like, we'll have to take him at his word, but I don't know. It's so disingenuously written, and again, I'm not a fan of James Charles. I don't care about James Charles. James Charles does not even enter into the top 10 people that I think about online. I don't give a shit, alright? But I also enjoy pointing out how stupid people are online. So, hey, what are you gonna do? However, the clip is an important and continued reminder that the N-word does come with a harmful history, as if anybody forgot about this. What do you mean a reminder that the N-word comes from a harmful history? Everybody knows that. Teo Barrow previously wrote for Teen Vox saying there should be a hard line drawn at the use of the N-word, a term loaded in generational trauma and methodical disenfranchisement dictated by anti-blackness. Alright, calm the brakes, big guy. James Charles singing along to a song with nigga is not him supporting years of slavery and racism against black. Like, you were taking this way too far. Talk about reaching. Jesus Christ, what are you talking about? Why does this conversation even enter into the foray of somebody singing along to a song? Is James Charles endorsing years of, you know, generational hatred and bigotry? No, that's not even beginning to enter the conversation, and it shouldn't. I love how they pull out the big words, too, to really scare you, the reader. As if you're reading this and you're like, big words? You know, this journalist kind of has a point. This is, you know, very hateful and bigoted or whatever. He allegedly said the N-word in a hip-hop song, which he probably didn't even do in the first place. This has nothing to do with hatred. Get a snap back to reality. Jesus. At the end of the day, I just want everybody to calm the fuck down and really analyze situations and choose their battles. Is this worth getting upset over? Is this worth causing a social media shitstorm over? Ask yourself this question. I guarantee 99% of the time, the answer will be probably not. My name is OugieRFC. I'm going to play a track and get you guys out of here, but thanks for tuning in. I hope you liked the video. Click like if you enjoyed it, and stop getting so damn triggered.